Well, there seems to be an interest in what I eat. So that's what I'm going to do in today's video. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. And if you're new, I welcome you. And for those of you that are my tried and true followers, I thank you for watching my videos. Well, in the video I did, I think it was a week ago, and it was a get ready with me. I had 4 requests to do a video on what I eat. Now, I have done what I eat in a day videos before. I think I've done 2. But this time, I'm going to tell you what I eat in a typical day and then tell you the other things that I may eat here or there. I have to tell you, I am not what you would call a good eater. I'm very picky. There's not much that I like at all. I don't like meat. I don't like seafood, except I can eat star-kissed tuna fish. But other than that, I've never even tasted a piece of seafood. I can't stomach just even thinking about it. And I'm not a big cheese person, not a big fruit eater, so I'm kind of limited. So what I'm going to share with you, don't do what I do. I am not, like I said, a good eater, a healthy eater, or anything like that. I can't do a video like so many that I see where they're telling what they eat in a day, and it's these healthy salads and these green smoothies and the correct portions of good carbs and protein and vegetables. That's not me. I don't eat like that at all. So let's go ahead and get started. Most of you know that I get up about 1 o'clock in the morning, anywhere from 12 to 1, and that's when my day starts. So I have coffee first thing as soon as I get up, and then around 3 in the morning I eat a Think bar, and let me show you one of those. Well, here's what they look like. Here's the box. They have 10 grams of protein. And the ones I eat are the peanut butter dipped in chocolate, of course. It's peanut butter pie, chocolate peanut butter pie right here. And I have one, like I said, by 3 o'clock in the morning. I have 2 every day, sometimes 3 a day. My goal to try to get healthier is to eat more protein. Most things bother my stomach, like vegetables, salads, things like that. They just don't sit well with me. It's like I don't digest them correctly. So that's why I eat the way I do. So then I go on about my morning, go out and take my morning walk, and usually by 9:30, I'm hungry. That's when I have a Beyond Burger. Now, I'll have Dave insert a picture in here because I couldn't bring it in and show it to you because I can't look at it uncooked. I get them in a bag from Sam's Club, and they are a soy-based protein burger. They have 20 grams of protein. So I eat one of those every single day, day after day. I never get bored eating the same thing over and over again. I eat half of it at 9:30 or 10. And what I put on it is a little bit, maybe a half a teaspoon of feta cheese. And then I take a handful of these California sun-dried tomatoes and, sprinkle some of those on it. And then I douse it in, my favorite, Chick-fil-A sauce. Oh my gosh, does anybody use this and love it like I do. I mean, I could literally drink it. Now, I cover my burger in this sauce. I mean, my whole plate looks yellow. You can't see the red tomatoes and the brown protein burger. All you're seeing is a bunch of this, but it's so good. After I have that protein burger, then I have Tootsie Rolls. Yeah, I have to eat something sweet after everything that I eat. I don't know why, I just have a terrible craving for it. So I get these midgies. I don't like the real tiny ones. I like these kind of thick, fat ones. And I eat between 5 and 10 of these a day. Usually 5 after that morning protein burger. Now lunch, I'm not hungry for lunch. So I usually have nothing, or I may have a Boost. This is the Glucose Control Boost. It's maximum protein. It has 30 grams of protein. I love these, and they have vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. I put them over ice, put them in the blender, and kind of froth them up. It's almost like a milkshake, and they're just delicious. And so my goal is to try to get at least 80 grams of protein a day. I would love to be able to get 100 grams, but that's kind of tough to do. So far from my Think bar at 3 in the morning, that's 10 grams of protein. Then my burger, which I eat half in the morning, and then I'll eat half for dinner. That's 20 grams, so that's 30. Then I have this. That's another 30. That's 60. So see, I'm climbing up there a little bit. And then at dinner time, which for me is 3 o'clock, I will eat the other half of my protein burger, or I will eat a tuna sandwich, this StarKist tuna. I can eat this, but I can't eat any other seafood. I eat this whole packet. It makes like a nice thick sandwich. It's very filling. This has 17 grams of protein. So now I'm up to 77 grams of protein. And I eat that on this Hero bread. Make sure I don't have it upside down. I talked about this once on my channel before. Or I eat it on Dave's bread. I also love that as well. So I'm either going to have the other half of the protein burger, or I'm going to have this tuna sandwich for my supper at 3 o'clock. Then after I eat my supper at 3, then I'll eat another protein bar, Think bar. And that's, again, 10 grams of protein. So that puts me up to 87 grams of protein. And I'm pleased with that because I never cared about protein or, cared about eating it. Before, I would just eat a bowl of cereal for supper and probably just a Think bar for breakfast, and then just nibble on things throughout the day. But I'm really making an effort to up my protein intake. Now, I'll talk about a few other things that I can eat, say for my 3 o'clock supper. I love a can of tomato soup, just Campbell's Creamy Tomato Soup. Tomato soup is my favorite soup of all. And I will put these oyster crackers in them. Have you ever seen these little oyster crackers? They're real small. It's like a saltine cracker in a little circle. I do love these. I'll eat them plain just like a snack. I'll float them in my tomato soup. And I'll also take a knife and take a couple of these and put on a nice big dollop of Jif creamy peanut butter. I do love peanut butter. I'll eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich sometimes for supper. And let me see if peanut butter has any protein in it. I know it does. That has 7. So 87 and 7. Now I'm up to 94 if I eat my peanut butter. And I do. I usually every day, I might just eat a teaspoon of it or a tablespoon, or I'm going to put it on a piece of bread for supper, have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or I'm going to put it on these oyster crackers or just regular saltine crackers. Now, other things that I will eat, call it a snack, if I get hungry midday. I will eat yogurt. Doesn't matter to me what kind it is, because that also has some protein. I like cinnamon in my yogurt, and I also like granola in my yogurt. And most of all, I love chocolate chips in my yogurt. It just makes it taste so good. Another thing I'll eat as a midday snack would be graham crackers. I do love graham crackers, but I like them stale where they're real soft. So I'll open the pack, leave it open for about 2 days, and then that's when I like them best. I know, I'm weird. I'm a strange eater. I'll be the first to admit it. But you do what you gotta do, and everybody likes what they like. And the people that have requested what I eat in a day, I know at least 2 of you or you know someone that has a partner, a husband or a wife, that's also kind of a picky or finicky eater. And so I know you can relate to what I'm talking about. Now, there are other things that I like and I will eat. I just don't eat them often, like spaghetti. I love spaghetti with marinara sauce because I don't like meat. However, I just seem to eat it maybe once every 3 months. I don't know why. I guess because I have such a routine. I'm so used to eating the same thing every day on schedule, what I eat for breakfast and supper and that I just never think about it. What I'm telling you that I eat is what I love best of all and what I'm going to go to. But occasionally, maybe 3 times a year, I'll eat spaghetti. Also, oatmeal. I like oatmeal a lot. But again, I just never think to eat it. It's not something I go to. So I may have that maybe 3 times during the cold months of the year. I do like green beans and I do like carrots. But what do you eat that with? I mean, things have to match and go together. Like if I ate mashed potatoes and a roast and all that, yeah, then that all goes together for me. But I can't just eat green beans and carrots. It doesn't match with my protein burger. It just doesn't make sense to me. I know that's another weird, strange thing about me, but things have to match, including food. I mean, like Dave could be eating a peanut butter sandwich or, a ham sandwich or anything. And if there's leftover mashed potatoes that he had the night before, he'll eat the mashed potatoes with it. Who does that? Mashed potatoes does not go with a peanut butter sandwich or even a lunch meat sandwich, in my opinion. That just doesn't go. You only eat mashed potatoes if you have a vegetable. I mean, maybe I'm the only one that thinks that way. I probably am. But that's the way that I feel. So that's really it in a nutshell. Not a lot has changed. I'm very happy that I've gotten my protein up because I never focused on that before. It's been about 2 years now that I have made this effort to find some things that I like that will boost my protein and that I can eat and that I love and I enjoy. Prior to that, like I said, I wasn't good at all. Just have a peanut butter sandwich and a bowl of cereal and, a couple other snacky things, and that was it. So this is progress for me. Now, I will never turn down sweets or a dessert as a snack. If, say, a neighbor baked a cake or something or made cookies during the holidays and brought some over, you can be sure that's what I'm going to be eating throughout the day as my snacks. Other than that, I do like cotton candy grapes. They're not out all season, but of course, cotton candy grapes are very sweet, and I have a sweet tooth. So I do eat that. I'm really not big into other fruits. I might eat a piece of cantaloupe during the summer once or twice. Other than that, apples, oranges, bananas, melons, no, no, no. None of that is for me. So there's the truth of it. I gave you the honest truth. Like I said, I can't come on here and say, oh, I eat this and that, my 3 meals a day and I balance it all out. No, no, I don't do any of that. I just eat what I like, and I'm trying to stay on the straight and narrow with my protein. So let me know in the comments section if you eat as weird as I do, or if you know somebody that eats like I do, that just has one of those funny palates or whatever you want to call it. Do you get bored with eating the same thing all the time? I certainly do not. So if I ever grow in my appetite or eating choices and something changes, I'll certainly let you know. But as of now, this is it. It's always been it. I've always eaten just weird things or whatever I wanted to eat. Dave laughs at the way I eat. I know he thinks I'm strange. I can't look at any meat. It just gags me. I've talked about that before. When he goes grocery shopping and he does all the grocery shopping, if he brings back for himself pork chops or ground beef or roast or anything, he has to keep it in the plastic bag in the refrigerator. Because if I opened the refrigerator and saw a package of raw meat, I'm telling you, I would just gag. I would just gag. I can't stand it. Oh, and let me just mention what I drink. There's only 2 things that I drink. One of them you'll guess immediately, and that's coffee. And I still have 5 to 6 cups a day, which I cut down. Last year I had 9 cups a day, so I have cut down. But I have my coffee with my French vanilla creamer in it, and I froth it. And then for something other than coffee, I drink Propel. I'll drink all the different flavors. At least I'm getting some electrolytes. I cannot stand plain water. I can't even get one drink of plain water down. That gags me too. I don't like tea or soft drinks or lemonade or anything else. But the flavored water, the Propel, I can drink. And I try to drink 3, maybe 4 bottles a day. And I don't refrigerate it. I just keep it at room temperature in the cupboard because I don't like any cold drinks at all. The only thing I drink cold is the Boost, and that's because once you open it, it has to be refrigerated, and so that's kind of a must for me. But other than that, nothing cold. Don't like it. All right, I guess you've learned enough about how strange I am. So now I'm going to move on and leave you with an inside beauty tip. My inside beauty tip today comes from Ezekiel 36:26. I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. Have you ever known anyone that you might say, wow, that person really has a heart of stone? I know I've come across people like that in my life, and I actually feel sorry for them because they are rebellious against God. They don't want to follow Him or come under His direction. And it just seems more and more prevalent in the world today that there are so many people that have a heart of stone. I mean, when you hear some of the things that happen in the world today and you wonder, how in the world could anyone do something like that or harm another person in that way? It's because they have a heart of stone. They have no connection with God. God is not in their life, and He does not guide them in anything they do, their thoughts, anything. When He gives us a new heart, we have a heart that has emotions. We have compassion towards others, kindness, generosity. We feel connected to God when we have that new spirit. He then begins to guide our lives and our thoughts and our actions. We have a conscience and we love others. When we have a heart of flesh, that signifies a heart that is responsive to other people's needs, and responsive to God's calling on our lives and what He wants us to do for other people and how He wants us to serve Him. Having that transformation and renewal gives us a new nature and a renewed relationship with God. Now, we may not have a hardened heart ourselves, but we can always improve. We can always do better. We can love more. We can be more kind. We can serve others more. Don't ever let anything keep you from living your best life, because that is what God wants for you. He gives you His best, and we need to try to give it our best. I thank you so much for being here today. I truly do appreciate it. And until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya!